Hello, Bellingham. It's Mike coming at you from Seattle, and I'm very excited to be coming up to your neck of the woods this coming Sunday to bring a new class that's entitled A Neurofascial Approach to the Diaphragm, the Breath, and the Vocal Column. The basic deal with this class is it's an integrative class. I hope it brings folks from lots of different disciplines, and it's a class you can show up to either just for the morning lecture period for about 2 hours, or you can come to the whole day. And it's a fascinating class because it's a class that's both about the function of the diaphragm, the architecture of this ventral vagus and phrenic nerve, and it's about the experience of vocalization and the various techniques that we use for breath and vocalization practice. So if you are a mover, if you are a vocalizer, if you are a body worker, you might find this class entertaining. What we're going to be really moving between is a few different themes. One is just the physical architecture. So we've got this diaphragm dome here. And this diaphragm dome is really part of a larger system that includes the pericardium and this swath of tissues that formed embryologically, rolling like a red carpet down the front of the spine and spreading out when that set of tissues collided with the belly balloon. So that shape of the diaphragm is really the result of an embryonic collision between two different things, the heart stuff and the belly stuff going. That's the real sound effect that it makes. So that's the physical architecture. That has implications for both breathing, but also for the suspension of the larynx in this tensional sleeve between the cranium and the heart. So that's the physical architecture. We're also going to be talking about the innervation of these structures, so the path of the vagus and the phrenic nerves that descend on either side of the throat column, innervate the larynx, innervate the pericardium, innervate the diaphragm. How does that innervation travel and how does it function best? We're also going to be talking about the sort of felt sense of this ventral vagus column. And that means everything from the feeling the physical architecture to feeling its emotional and energetic valence for us as human beings. It turns out that breathing and vocalization are two behaviors absolutely essential to our survival as humans and to our connection to others. So what does it mean to feel heard and feel seen, feel connected to? This whole ventral part of our vagus nerve we might call the social engagement system. It's not an accident that you feel things in this column when you relate to other human beings. This is all about our ability to sensorially and through expression relate to our collective, and it's absolutely essential to our survival. It's one of the first things that lets us get sustenance as a baby, and that plays out in adulthood as well. When people have trouble with vocalizing, people have trouble with getting a full breath, oftentimes, it's not just a biomechanical machine dysfunction. It is a disconnect between the self that wants to be heard and the self that finds itself in the world. And so you can see that a class like Sunday's class is going to be a sort of interesting lattice work between physical architecture, between palpation of real structures, and also exploring what it means in a very grounded way to have a voice, to have a breath, and to be seeking evolution in those two. So that's Sunday's class, Neurofascial Approach to the Diaphragm, the Breath, and the Vocal Column. I hope you can make it. It's not just for body workers in the morning, so if anyone wants to show up to that morning lecture, hit me up. Hope to see you soon, and I'll be in touch. Bye.